So Witches, this is Eisen. I'm back at it pale again today because I did all this effort to move my my bookshelf that I put the computer on, and yeah, it doesn't work. I thought it would fix the lighting, but it didn't. So anyway, I'm just going to get started with all this. So, when I was beginning to be a teenager, nobody really thought much of being on the internet. They didn't know what was on there. I mean, hell, not even kids knew what was on there. And yeah, so there was a whole lot of crap that I got into. When I was a young creature, when I was 12 and I was getting really into using the internet, I don't think I'm going to need this, honestly. It won't show up on camera. But so when I was a young creature, I I started out my internet major freaking usage period as being into the Lorax and anime and other freaking normal things. What a lot of people don't understand is that people didn't understand echo chambers back then. So if you got into one of those, you were screwed because no one told you about it. Because no one knew just freaking anything about it. And at some point when I was about 14, I came to realize that I was trans. And basically, then I got into a whole lot of stuff on Tumblr. And what people were saying on there was that you don't, this, to my knowledge, this was the beginning of the, if anybody remembers the transmed true scum argument, which was actually made by somebody who was completely freaking nuts. I forget the whole story, but yeah, this homie was completely, absolutely freaking nuts, and basically no doubt about that. And and so there was a whole argument generally within the trans community that that a person wouldn't have to pass or whatever, that would be cringe to be telling people that they have to do that, but at the same time they be there was lots of tips traded around about that because it's freaking important. Because back then, if you wanted to be that, you actually had to do that. So I'm doing this whole tutorial here to just point out how cringe the whole thing was. And some of this was what I used to look like as well. So I'm going to continue doing this. Yeah, there was a whole lot of stupid stuff going on back then, but essentially that led to me being that freaking kid that went around my small town dressing like a complete idiot. And what people don't understand about this whole thing is that, this argument is for a certain subset of person. The no passing argument, that's for people who medically can't transition. That's for people who, I don't know what the hell it is because they never explained it actually. They just said, oh yeah, you need to know this because it's actually, something a person would go through. But let's be honest, I've never met somebody who actually told me that they could not medically transition because of a medical issue. But let's just pretend that is valid. But yeah, so this ended up in me, rolling up to places just everywhere. It essentially gave me way more social anxiety because you know, they give it to you as if it's this great freaking idea that you can just be anything. And so you become anything without noticing how the whole world is going to feel about that. So I was rolling up to Pride, you know, dressed in drag all the freaking time. You know, I'm surrounded by people, you know, the most amount of people that could ever be attracted to me. And they were all, you know, who knows how they would have felt about it, but I would be out there wearing the stupidest freaking clothes, and I was afraid to approach people. I was afraid to be doing damn near anything around a person, and even with freaking strangers, you know, that's the way it was. Yeah, I don't know. I really wanted to film this video today, but there's just too much people freaking walking back and forth in the damn hallway, and it's just not freaking working out. I literally can't work like that, so I guess I should have told people what the hell I was up to today. But, you know, anyway, if somebody does happen to watch this, just know, you know, the whole point is I'm making myself look like a fool in the video, and I used to look like a fool, and there used to be a whole lot of BS I would freaking do with my face. I just don't know how the hell to make a decent curtain or anything. I don't know where the freaking shadow is supposed to go. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I should just freaking end this. This is not working out well. The first 3 minutes is not even vaguely good, but you know, freaking great. I at least tried this. I tried not to pay attention to, you know, a bunch of slamming of random things. But yeah, this is supposed to be a parody of, you know, the doing the makeup is supposed to be a parody of a video that I already did for, you know, I edited that and it's not posted yet, but it will be. Because it took me a couple days editing that and it still looks bad. Because I don't know how to edit around the, you know, there's a watermark there that I'm trying to get around. That just, I don't know how to get around it, you know. And there's a bunch of crap just, you know, it's, yeah. See, look at that. It is proof I'm trans. I literally run my hand through my hair, and it's falling out. And but yeah, it's all supposed to be this whole freaking thing that, you know, I hope is going to work out good. I hope it doesn't look like a bullying video, because it's not about the guy. It's about his freaking ideology, which I ascribed to at one point in my life. I have pictures to prove it, you know. And there really be people walking around looking like this that are like, damn, why is everybody treating me weird? Like, bro, I don't know. Why is everybody treating you weird? It's literally a conspiracy theory against you. I mean, yeah, I've had my schizo moments too. I've literally thought that gang members were going to chase me down and kill me, and I don't know a single gang member. And then I got too high at a music festival and ended up thinking that British people had created their own god, and that god was a British god that only British people could speak to in a British way. So, yeah, this is literally a freak show. I cannot believe people go out dressed like this. I mean, yeah, this is very bad, but I literally know people who do this. If we had the lights on, this would be even worse. Trust me. You're going to have to trust me on that. Fool moment. I'm glad I didn't waste footage on this. This is why I go live, is because I don't want to store footage about this. It's a waste of time. I have other things to put on here, like police evidence against evil people. Squeak.